Hello Dino Peeps! In my last two videos you may have already seen the changes around ARK Survival Evolved and ARK Survival Ascended. Due to some weird misinformation around the whole situation, I just want to talk a little bit about the things we know right now. If you have not watched the videos, in August the official servers of ARK Survival Evolved will be turned off and we will get a remaster of the original game named ARK Survival Ascended. ARK 1 will be switched into maintenance mode, means it will get patched when things are broken but it won't receive new content. But what is ARK Survival Ascended and what happens to official servers? ARK Ascended is the Unreal Engine 5 version of ARK Survival Evolved. ARK 1 is based on a modified version of Unreal Engine 4. This comes with some pros but also many issues. While working with a modified engine it helped with the initial development, it makes it almost impossible to upgrade and to fix certain issues that come with Unreal Engine 4. I assume the devs did not think about the scaling of the game when choosing to go this way, and the success of ARK Survival Evolved came probably as a surprise to them as well. ARK Survival Ascended is here to fix that issue and to port ARK Survival Evolved into the engine that scales with its demanding performance. But since porting the game to a new engine also means that content won't be compatible between both versions anymore, there was a decision they had to make, either spending a ton of money and keeping both official networks up, or deciding which to prioritize. They decided to invest into the future version of ARK and drop the support for an official network in ARK Survival Evolved 1, the old version. ARK Survival Ascended will also have many overhauls on how to handle things. New holiday events, new game mechanics, an overhaul over old animals, making more animals breedable. ARK Survival Ascended will also keep being supported and updated while ARK 2 is out, so if you don't like the mechanics of ARK 2, you will still have an upgraded and updated version of ARK 1 that will still get patches and new content. But ARK Survival Evolved is not being killed. If you choose not to get ARK Survival Ascended and you don't play on official servers anyway, nothing will change for you other than that you don't get new content. You will still be able to play on your unofficial modded servers. You will still be able to play in single player. It will stay there if you want to continue playing the game. ARK 1 is not killed off like many creators and the gaming press wants to make you believe. They only decide to turn off a free feature after 8 years because its demand has been dropping. And just to make it clear, it's only the official servers that are being turned off. You can still play the game. You can still be on private unofficial servers. You can host your own server or join one of the many thousand unofficial servers that are out there for years and for years to come. The official server player base is small, and I'm talking about less than 10% of the actual players of the game are playing on official servers. And while I understand that people hate losing their stuff, especially after many years, the server network has been up for 8 years without any charge other than you having the game. Expecting those servers to be up forever would be very optimistic. When August comes, you have quite some options on how to continue playing if you want to continue. First, you can join unofficial servers, and there are several thousand servers available, some even older than the official network itself. They're most of the time free to join and also offer a more relaxed and less pressure-driven gameplay. If I take the cluster I play on as an example, our admin is available daily and he's active. The cluster exists since 2015 and has not been wiped since, so if you started with the initial ARK release, you could have carried over your bases if you wanted to, up to this day. It also has a self-made smart decay system, and the server cleans itself from player structures that are abandoned. And I bet this is not the only cluster that is handling it in a similar way. Second, you can also still play single player. If you don't care too much about the interaction with other players and you want to play at your own pace and not worry about having to refresh your stuff before it decays, single player might be for you. A big part of the community actually plays single player in ARK. Or you can even host your own server. Go to one of the many game hosters and rent your own servers. Usually the average price is €1 or $1 per player slot per month. You can also decide which rates you play on, which mods you want and who you want to play with. And if you still want to keep playing official, you can also purchase ARK Survival Ascended and play on the official servers there, but you only need to buy the remake if official is the only way you want to play. If you don't care about official servers, you can just simply ignore it. When it comes to the benefits and drawbacks of each of the options, there are many. And since ARK Survival Ascended is not out yet, it is hard to say how the remaster is turning out to be. But with a few assumptions, let's try to summarize it a little. If you stick to old ARK, you basically don't have to do anything. Keep playing like you're used to And if you didn't play on official, you don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. The downside is that you won't get any new content anymore, so while you can still play everything that's in the game now, new content won't be available for you. You may also face existing performance issues that are there because of how the engine is limited. And if you switch to ARK Survival Ascended, you will have to pay quite a lot in order to get a game you basically already bought. The price is high, let's not talk this down, but unless you're on PlayStation, you will also get ARK 2 with it. Performance upgrades and new content, a new map with 4 new dinos. You will also have access to the official hosted servers by wildcard. And on top, you can be one of the early birds joining the gold rush phase of ARK, where you try to get the best spot on an ARK server and get established there as an OG tribe. When I read the several hundred comments I got in the past 3 days, there's a lot of fear based on misinformation around the whole topic. So let's talk about some of them. First, no, ARK is not being killed off. They will turn off official servers after 8 years to focus on an updated and improved version of the game. You can still play single player, and you can still play on private servers. They will also provide the save game of all official servers to download. So if you insist on continue playing what you built up before, you can still do so. You could even download the save games and set up a small cluster for everyone who wants to continue playing. There are also discussions about the so-called true reasons about this move. One is, for example, that the stocks of Snail have been dropping a lot, and that's why they published the game. In reality, the stocks have been fairly stable since Snail has gone public. There was an initial drop after them going public, but that was to be expected, and I personally believe the shares were overvalued to begin with. But since then we had fluctuations of a few cents, and this is nothing unheard of in the stock market world. And while I still think that Snail Games had a big say in the price evaluation of ARK Survival Ascended and how it now turned out, I don't think paying for something devs worked on for months is unreasonable. And to the people that say they don't simply want to support Snail Games now, you have been all the time, since Wildcard was acquired in 2015. If you paid for something after 2015, that money already went to Snail Games. And in conclusion, the release of ARK Survival Ascended is a surprise switch in the development of the game and its community. Despite initial concerns or misinformation of people who need a quick click on their article or video, ARK Survival Evolved is not being killed, and players still have multiple options to continue playing the game they know and they love. The transition to a new engine will probably not only fix old engine related bugs and performance issues, but also open new possibilities for more demanding content. For those who prefer the original game, they can still play on official servers or in single player. I understand that not everyone may want to spend money on a remaster, and that's totally fine. Ultimately, whether you decide to try out ARK Survival Ascended or stick with the original game, it's up to you. Once ARK Survival Ascended comes out, I will provide you with content and thoughts on the new game, and you can still make up your mind about it. But I will also still do ARK 1 content for those who don't want to switch and want to keep watching ARK 1 stuff. So I hope this video clears up some misunderstandings that have been built up in the past days. In Germany, we have the saying that nothing is eaten as hot as it's cooked, meaning that sometimes when things change, people's emotions will boil over, and in reality, things are not as dark and grim as they may look. With a little bit of positivity, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!